Hey, flooring pros, welcome to another flooring business podcast. Been a while since I've done one, so I'm trying to get more consistent about this again. But this morning I shot my video that I normally do, taking a walk, and I was just kind of all over the board, and several topics kind of came to mind. Sometimes never think of one thing. I can't even think of one thing to say, and sometimes you got so many random things to say. But so I thought I'd do a video quickly this morning that just get all these subjects out there. Some of the things I'm seeing on Facebook, and people are advertising some of the communication I'm having with people that want coaching, and some of the challenges that they're having too. So this addresses some of that. First of all, AI. I saw this thing about AI and how great it is, and everybody's got to learn how to use AI. And there is a place for it, and I believe AI is useful in writing blogs, helping you write content, helping you create videos, helping you be creative. At least helps you get started. There's good information. I don't like AI being used to replace people. So when the engagement is done with a computer instead of a person, there's a difference in engagement. You can't tell me that you can't tell that it's a computer. It's getting so bad. I don't know if it's getting so bad or so good that the AI, it's hard to tell if a real person is AI. So, but you can tell eventually that this is not a real person behind the computer screen. And I think to rely on that is a big mistake. For me personally, every time I've relied on technology to bring my customer to closing the sale, it's always backfired. So this idea of not picking up the phone, not talking to somebody, not finding out what they're interested in, having this human connection, this human conversation. If I try to do my business without that human conversation, it always backfired. My sales were never as good. So I would try to do the technologically advanced system of selling and bring people down a funnel and get them to buy and maybe a master class or coaching or something like that. And it always seemed to backfire. Before it was, hey, if you're interested, let me know in the comments. And then I'd pick up the phone and I'd call somebody and we'd talk, and I would get a sale from it. I would get people coming to a master class, get people to do the coaching. So, technology, use it where it can be. There are good tools out there, but don't over rely on it. It's not going to replace human beings. So the new technology, they're coming out with new stuff all the time that this is greatest. This is the greatest thing. It's the new way that people are going to shop for goods and services. And especially when it comes to the flooring industry, don't you see that people really want to touch it, feel it, see it? They want advice. They want suggestions. They want the experience. Yes, there's a handful of people that are going to buy online. But the whole thing about people buying online too, you remember in, as early as 2000, or when Amazon really hit the ground running, and Amazon was out there. So nobody was going to go to the stores anymore. Have you been to a Walmart lately? Have you seen how busy it is? So busy that they've got multiple cashiers, do-it-yourself cashiers, instead of real people being the cashiers. So you're your own cashier. That was done somewhat out of necessity too, because they can't handle all the business coming in. Well, and Amazon's exploding. Amazon's busier than ever. So, but that didn't take away from the retail experience. Also, have you been to a mall during Christmas? The place is packed. In our area, they just opened a Shells. I'm not sure how you pronounce it. And there wasn't a parking spot to be had. So you can't tell me that the retail shopping is dead due to technology, due to the new way that people are buying. So I think some of this can be taken with a grain of salt. You can try different technologies out, but don't think wholesale that everybody's going to do everything completely different. than they've done in the past. We still need that human connection, that human touch, the service, everything that you provided in the past, especially in the flooring business. You need to go to people's houses. I teach and preach selling in the home. And the reason is so people can see the product in their home and they can get advice from you, just as they would get advice you would. You ask a waitress, what do you recommend? You're asking somebody what they recommend that has no idea what your tastes are. So, and you and that waitress don't share the same tastes in food, but yet we're asking their opinion of what they think is good. Your customers want your opinion. They want to know what you think is good. They want your help. They need help from other people to help them decide what is good. They don't buy flooring that often, so they buy food all the time, and you still ask for help. So they certainly want that help with you in purchasing flooring. So I do recommend you go out and give the in-home estimate. That's what I do with my coaching clients, is teach them that, help your clients out, help them decide. If you show them something that they don't like, then that helps them decide, right? If they decide what they don't like, it helps push them in the direction of something that they will like. I told you I'm all over the board this morning, so this is why I'm doing this video. All right, being asked, this is a pet peeve of mine. When marketing companies ask you what your budget is. Okay, first of all, none of us have a budget. You shouldn't be asking your customers what their budget is, because nobody has a budget. If you do want to ask that question, ask them, do you have a budget, or are you trying to get an idea of what this is going to cost? But a marketing company shouldn't be asking what your budget is. Here's what they're doing. Here's where the marketing companies are failing you. They say, what's your budget? You say, well, okay, I'll try it. Try doing $800 a month on pay-per-click. Now, okay, what are your keywords? And you give them carpet and tile and hardwood and luxury vinyl. And okay, what are the areas you're covering? So you give them all these zip codes that you want to cover and the areas around your showroom that you want to cover. And it waters your marketing down. So you need to spend a minimum of $1,500 per product category. Don't try to spread $1,500 throughout other products. And where the marketing companies are failing you is by not educating you on this. And what they should be doing is making recommendations of what you should be spending in order to be effective. But many of them aren't very good at selling what they sell. So what they do is they ask you what your budget is. Big pet peeve of mine. So a lot of people, your marketing's not working well for you because you're not spending enough money on it. And that really is the fault of the marketing company that asks you your budget. Is Facebook advertising worth it? Not unless you're going to spend a lot of money. A couple ways. Facebook advertising is to me the second best. It could be the best over even pay-per-click advertising. Pay-per-click by far is the best. And what makes pay-per-click the best advertising source is that you're directly spending for traffic. If you do radio or TV or print ads, you're spending money in hopes that people respond. So that's a gamble. With pay-per-click advertising, you're only paying for responses. So when they click on your ad, that's when it costs you money. So you're paying for direct traffic to your website. Facebook it can be very effective as well, but good Facebook advertising is going to generate a lot of bad leads with the good leads. So with Facebook advertising, really good Facebook advertising is a frustrating experience. Okay, you're gonna get a lot of bad leads. Just as long as you know how to manage it, it'll be wildly successful for you. And the other caveat to that is if you're using a service for Facebook, you're gonna have to spend $2,500, $3,500 or more to make it work effectively, because there's a management fee and then there's your ad spend. And if your management fee is $800 or $1,000 a month, then that doesn't even cover what the spend is on the advertising. So again, in order to make that effective, either do it yourself or spend enough money, but also manage your expectations that you're going to have to deal with a lot of bad leads to get to the good ones. It's definitely a net win, but It's just managing your expectations and making sure that you have somebody that can respond quickly to people's messages that want an estimate or want to have you out. All right. So one of my messages when it comes to some of this advertising is don't try it. Either commit or don't try it at all. You commit the time and money, 3 to 6 months at minimum, or don't try it. You don't try a company out. Advertising takes time to work, to build that foundation, to get it working. And trying somebody out will never, ever work. So, you can even try them out with several thousands of dollars, but if you're only going to try it for 2 or 3 months, they're not going to be able to dial in your advertising. It takes time to dial in the advertising and make sure that a good advertiser, good marketing company will measure the results and be able to dial in what areas are working, who's clicking on your ads, are these people staying on your web page, are these working out as you might have a ton of people clicking on your ads and then they're not turning into appointments. So what do we have to do to dial it in and make sure that it's working right? You need to work closely with your marketing company. And this is the most important thing to your flooring business is marketing. Okay. You are in the business of attracting customers. If you're not going to commit to your marketing and attracting customers, if you're relying, I love it when people say, well, the reason I get customers is I do a good job. Really? I mean, how do people know you do a good job until they hire you? They don't know you do a good job. They're not. People trust other companies. Why do you think Home Depot and Empire and all these companies have so much business? They trust you're going to do a good job. And I've always said trust is there to be broken. Trust is not something you build. Usually you trust a company when you come in. People do trust contractors. They do trust companies that are in business. If they didn't trust you, they probably wouldn't hire you in the first place. So you can break that trust. Don't worry about building the trust. You can break it. So you don't want to break the trust. But it really is a marketing game. It's not about being really good at your job. Yes, there's repeat and referral customers, and you should be good and you should give a 5-star experience. But it is a marketing game up front. So how you can get those customers to come in? And it's not about you. It's about the products that they're looking for. When can they have it? How much is it going to cost? Yes, you have to deal with price. But, you're in this business for the long haul, right? You need to commit to marketing. Okay. You need to understand that. Don't do a freaking PK session. PK sessions are about the product and the science about how they're being made. You want to invest good time and money into you and your company. Invest in a marketing session, learn about marketing, learn how it works better, learn what you can do to attract customers. Because if you can figure that part out, the rest is easy. Man, I can teach you all day long how to sell. I can teach anybody how to sell, and then how to do a good job for customers. So once you get that marketing down, man, it's game over. So, and this sales training program I came out with is actually turning out to be a great marketing program too. So I've got a 2-week sales training program. This isn't meant to pitch, but I'm just telling you a fact. A 2-week sales training program. So if you hire somebody new, I'll show you how to train them in 2 weeks, but also how to get 10 customers within 2 weeks that they can train on. And they're going to sell some of those customers. So it's turning out to be a big net win for the people that are using it. All right. And shoot the damn video. Say it over and over and over again. So shoot the damn video. It's free. It's good publicity. Be the mayor of your town. Be the mayor of Floringville in your city, in your town. Have a little bit of personality in it. Videos don't have to be great. Don't worry about making them perfect. I just had a client send me a video that was very perfectly produced, great video, and it probably won't perform as well as a bad video. So don't worry about making your videos. Don't worry about the sound. Don't worry about the lighting. Just pick up your phone and talk into the camera. Tell people, answer questions, tell people about the products or the service or something funny that happened. Especially if you got something funny that happened, share that. That's the best content you can do. Remember, when we're doing this, part of this is being in the entertainment business. So it's a little bit of education, but a lot more entertaining. So John Steer is doing a great job being the Florinator, and he's entertaining people with his videos, which gets a lot more attention than just educating and soliciting. So people that aren't even in the market for flooring are seeing what he has to say because it's entertaining. So shoot the damn video. All right. How to get all this going. Happy Taco Tuesday. Happy Halloween. If you would like a one-on-one with me, please reach out to me. We can help you when it comes to marketing, definitely help you when it comes to sales. We're going to make it so much easier for you to sell, close in a home, get higher prices, and have a business that's fun. The whole idea behind what we're doing is to teach you to have fun and decorate. It's not just about making money. In fact, closing the sale and getting higher prices has more to do with benefiting your customer than it does your business. So I want to show you how to honestly, ethically raise your prices and give your customer a 5-star experience and have fun in your business. This is a fun industry. We do have our problems that we have to deal with, but we better make sure we're having fun 95% of the time, or I'm sorry, it just isn't worth it. So if you're not having fun in your business and you want to have fun and you want to make more money, then reach out to me. I'd love to talk to you about your flooring business.